and I I'm posting, but I'm getting very few impressions.
Okay.
Like for instance, I just posted yesterday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, late night yesterday. And I got up till now. Where
The
is it?
Carlos is joined the call. How you doing, guys?
Analytics,
Good
analytics.
morning, people.
Good morning. Good morning, Carlos Bonilla. Man, you've been a
Morning.
tough bone, man.
Analytics.
Need
So
you more active, guy. Yeah, come on.
it's difficult to meet again this call. You know, it's Thursday. It's a very busy day,
Yep.
and
Okay.
I'm very tired with some projects right now. But yeah,
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining, my friend. So, Miguel, thank you so much. Actually, Asma, maybe we can start with the content idea that we had. You know, so I leave you the microphone on to Asma. We cannot hear you, Asma.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes.
Okay, can you allow me to share my screen?
Yep. Perfect. Allow. Done.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so welcome everyone. I hope everyone is fit and fine. And today's session is something about a topic that everyone struggles with, even the people who are expert and have been using LinkedIn for years. So till now, we have worked on your profiles, on your optimization to show that who you are, and it will clearly show that you are providing this skill. And it's time to turn your voice on, and how we can how we can turn your voice on. It's through content creation. Okay, and usually people think that content creation, it means we have to act like a content creator, we have to act like an influencer, and our content should be viral within a days, within a minutes. So it's not something like that. Okay, the basic purpose or the basic aim for content creation is to start your visibility just by sharing. And what to share, how to share, we will discuss each and everything in detail in today's session. So, how to create content? Okay, this is the main question arise, and there are different tools I will suggest you to use for your content creation strategy. But before creating content, you have to make a strategy, that you have to stuck with that strategy. And how you can create that content strategy, we will discuss that each and everything in today's session. So let me start with a myth, or you can say an honest thing, that LinkedIn is basically a professional platform, and there are professional people. Okay, it's not like the other platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and it's not that much as competition in terms of content. So usually people scared of, like, creating content that looks cringe, or they feel like shy, and they get worried about the likes and comments, and they don't want to show their personal experiences, their histories. Someone from something like, they will, the people will judge them. Okay, people scared of these things, and these things will let you behind the competition. Okay, so to get the results from your LinkedIn, you have to cope with these things. Okay, the more you look cringe, the more you create content, the more you show yourself, your experiences, your stories, your lessons, whatever your life has been experienced, you have to talk about it, and you have to show that uh, behind this profile there is a person, not a robot. Okay, and everyone feels that thing when you create content, and every person will react, and in terms of consistency you will get the results. Okay, even maybe you use LinkedIn, or you see or you notice this thing on LinkedIn, like big creators. Okay, big creators felt the same thing that you guys are feeling right now. So you have to create a content. Don't think about your number of followers. Don't think about the results on the content. Okay, don't, you just need to write, and you just need to stay consistent. Okay, one day it will reach to the right person, and it will bring the desired result you want. And maybe one day your post will be seen by a HR, maybe a potential client, or maybe a partner. So he or she may be contact you. Okay, so the main reason to create a content and to set your mindset that you have to create content not for the people, just for yourself, it will give you the result. And something is that people also feel shy, and they don't create content because of the perfections. They always ask, what should I post? I don't have any content topics. Where would I find those content topics? How to write that content? What will be the content format? Do I have to just write? Do I have to just post a picture? Do I have to create a carousel, a design, and I don't have any design skills? So these all questions are correct, but there are some, tricks. There are some hacks. There are free tools that you can use, and you can create your content strategy, your content marketing, your content part through those free skills. And let me show you some of the yeah, these are the, some content ideas that you can use for your LinkedIn strategy. Like, you can create a content that is valuable, helpful. Okay, it may be something that you know about your industry, know about your niche, know about your skills, know about any specific project. You can create one post on that. Secondly, personal stories with lessons. It's the best content to start, personal relations. You can create a personal story, something about any job experience, something like any uh, company experience. You can write that stories with that educational backgrounds. Like, if you have any long information, you can write that into an educational background, and that educational background will be created into a carousel and with that LinkedIn articles. And maybe you heard or know that when someone, searches about a specific problem, and if you wrote about that specific problem and solution, that result will be seen into Google. So the LinkedIn articles and carousels are, connected with the Google search results. So usually people suggest to write LinkedIn articles, so that when someone, Google the related problem or solution, your LinkedIn article or carousel will be in that search result. And with it, there are different foundations you can use for your LinkedIn tips. If you have any specific tips, if you have any special, execution process, your unique, your secret execution process, you have any list, your favorite list, you have any specific framework, you can use all these foundations for your LinkedIn content strategy. Even those, if you have any behind the scenes. Okay, if you are, creating content for your personal profile, rather for your company page, you can use these content uh, foundations to create your LinkedIn content calendar or your content strategy. And on valuable, helpful content, you can create different series. On personal stories, you can create different stories. So here are more than 8 to 9 foundations, and you can use each foundation each day, or you can repeat the same foundation for the next day, for the next week. So there is multiple options, and there are multiple uh, options to use for your content strategy. Secondly is how to create a content. So these were the foundations. Okay, so suppose if you want to create a content on a personal story with the lesson, so how you will create that post and how that post should look alike. Okay, for that, the first thing is the hook. Okay, what does hook means? Maybe you know about this. While writing cover letters, we always use the hook method there as well. So the hook means it's the first line that stops the reader to scroll down. Okay, that hook might be a question. It might be the numbers you provide to your client, to your company. It may be a related quote from your side. It may be anything, but it should be short. It should be punchy and eye catchy, and it should be relatable to your target audience, like to whom you are writing and to what exactly you want your readers to do. So it should be relatable to your target audience. There are specific, not specific, there are more than different hook lines, but I have this is some of the hook lines for your understanding. Like there is the first hook is most people fail on LinkedIn because they overthink. Okay, maybe if you read this line, you will directly, you will instantly stop to that spot and you will read the whole post. Okay, because it's the hook line that's very short. It's very relatable to you because always people, every person on LinkedIn fails and they don't know how to succeed on LinkedIn. So definitely that person will stop here. Second, I wasted 2 years doing LinkedIn wrong. Here's what I learned. It's about a lesson. Okay, what the person did wrong in how many days, and what they learned, that person will discuss that in that post. So these are the hook lines, and it should be very short. It should be very concise. It should be relatable. Okay, and obviously people start creating content without knowing the actual post format. And why people fail in LinkedIn by creating content is that people post for months and like they don't see the growth. And 99% of the time the problem is that the main thing, they don't know the hook line. Okay, they post randomly, just writing the post, or just using the chat GPT and just copying that content to you, their LinkedIn, and they just don't have what's working for them and how to create a content. So you don't have to follow the same thing that will make you fail in content strategy. So to avoid these things, first thing is that you have to be clear that people don't know what actually do. If someone can't describe you in one sentence, they won't follow. Okay, so your content should be related to your experiences, your skills, your solutions, the problems that your client is target audience is facing. And if you don't have any community, how will you get the engagement on your post? So as I told you in earlier session, that the profile is optimized. Okay, the second thing is to connect, to create a network. If you have more than 500 connections, it means you have a community. If it's less than 500 connections, you have to work on your connections. at least you have to connect 500 people, and after connecting you will be a community, and after your community you will start creating content. I will suggest, if you have no any connections right now, don't post. First work on the connections, make a community, and it can only it can uh, create from your connection request. You can send the connection request. It can also be achieved by commenting on your post, on their post. It can be achieved by messaging, by liking and reposting others comment. So it will make a community, and once that community is formed, you should start creating content, and that should be your content strategy. And then the thing is that how, what to post, how to post, and when to post. Okay, is people always, my clients always ask me that I do have different experiences. I do have different content ideas, but I always feel shy, and I don't. I think that people will laugh on me and say, "What kind of work you are doing? This only relates to the Gen Z generation and not for us." Because usually my clients are like the business owners that are, aged 35 to 40, and though they feel very shy, so I told them to, when you start, and after attracting that community, that listeners, when you start pitching, when you start selling your services, you will get results. So I do the same thing for my clients, and I will suggest you to use the same strategies I follow for my client. They create a content strategy, Google different topic ideas, or the trending topics that are trending on Google and LinkedIn. Do research on LinkedIn and Google. When you find those topics, make a list. After making the list, put that topic into a content calendar. And content calendar means you can use Google Sheets. Okay, just put that content ideas line by line, and after your content brainstorming, you will start uh, researching or finding, or understanding that on this topic, what should I write on it? Is this related to my any experience, or do I have any insight about this topic? So based on that, you will write content from it. Okay. uh, yeah, content format. Like if you have any, if there is any topic idea, that tips for uh, social media marketers. Okay, I'm just assuming my English. So tips to grow social media. So I will first think that, do I have any specific tip related to this topic? If I have, I will definitely create a carousel, because this would be a lengthy topic. Okay, I cannot complete the whole content or the whole topic in a specific single infographic or a text form. For that, I will create whether a LinkedIn article or a carousel. Then move on to the next one. If I have any related personal experience or to the next topic, I will add the content format as personal story. And whenever you are posting your personal stories, try to show your face, and on that a tiny title that should be attractive, or related to that experience. And based on that, I will do the same for the next one. So this is the way you can create a content strategy and content calendar. Once the whole content ideas, content format is done, you will move to the content creation. Okay, and for content creation, you have to know the content format. The first thing is that it has three part. The first one is book, as I told you, and the second thing is body. Okay, it should tell your experience, the story, explain each and everything. Okay, it can also aid any motivation, any tips, you want to teach somebody, you can add all theme into the body section. And the third part is CTA. In every post there should be a proper CTA, that what actually you want from the readers. Do they do you want to comment on your post? Do you want to DM? Do you want their thoughts on your point? What exactly your call to action is, you have to put this into the post as well. Okay, so this is the simple structure that everyone is using. Everyone is, uh, working and writing their post. And maybe there are different, body. You can create the body uh, based on your experiences. Like if you want to share any personal story, write what happened with you, and what you learned from that thing, and what motivation or what lesson or what tip you want to share with your audience. It should be in short sentences. It should be as skimmable, so that the person, while reading it, shouldn't look like a LinkedIn or any Google blog article. It should look like paragraphs with short sentences. Make it to, the simple thing is that make it to easy to read. And the thing is that last, the CTA, okay, if you read a CTA, it will be just be read, and nobody will take any action. So it's very important. And you can, merge the format. Like you can start with the hook, then add your story, then what you learned from that thing, and then add CTA. And next post, you can start with an hook line. You will add any value, any educational information you have, and any example of any project of that, and then CTA. So there is, the format is same. It's just depend on the post idea. Okay, if it's personal story, uh, on body section it will be a story. If you are suggesting any tools, it will start with the hook. In body section you will add those tools names and their descriptions and the CTA. So it's that much simple. There is no any rocket science in this. So you have to stuck into these uh, simple structure while creating a LinkedIn post. Okay, so the main thing is that, okay, but you are still confused about the content ideas. Okay, is I already did, you can add any valuable thing or anything. These are some of the content real content ideas I find and I edit here. And maybe you have seen every person is, starting their content, their posts with these kind of lines, because they are eye catchy and they are a best hook line. So you can use these things for yourself. You can take a screenshot of this and you can create a content for yourself by these content ideas. Like, here's something I learned this week. You can talk about on LinkedIn that what you learned about this week, each and everything, a mistake I made and what it taught me. Like, what was your thoughts on LinkedIn, and what I actually taught you. You can create a content on this as well. If you're struggling with, add your solution to everything. Tools I use every day. Okay, this is the starting point. Add the names of tools and add a description, and even you can use their links, and then end with the CTA. So these are the, content ideas you can use for your content. And it's for everyone. It's not for a specific person or specific niche. You can post uh, if create a real thing or real experience or real content, that something you learn new thing you learned this week or this month or this year. Okay, or you can create a content on a mistake you made uh, today or this week. It depends on your uh, situations, and you have to be uh, true, no any imaginary mistakes or learnings or tools. If you experience that thing, you will write accordingly and more, accurately, and it will definitely bring results. With that, you can also create a content on a client situation, okay, or like what was the project, how did that client approach you, what did you do to them, and how the results you got, each and everything. Secondly, you can also create a content on a personal challenge, not with the industry, not with the niche. You can share any challenge, being a human, and that will, motivate and guide the beginners or the smaller ones or the junior ones. With it, you can, create content on myths regarding your industry, your niches, and you can create a footprint if you know your industry, your niche perfectly. And if you have anything, uh, you can create a, guide for beginners. So these things will trigger the beginners, and obviously your target audience, because they are also the beginners. They don't know much about your niche and industry. If you create educational content and motivational content and personal content, definitely your client will be attracted to your content, and through your content they will reach to your DMs, and ultimately they will jump on the call. So you have to look around yourself, you have to look around your days as a content. And if if you look around it, you will see there are multiple content ideas, there are multiple topics that you can create content. Okay, so this is about the content to use. And as I told you that you have to uh, focus about storytelling, because you are the beginners. For beginners to get the awareness and to get the attraction, storytelling and personal stories are the best methods. So try to create personal stories initially, and once you get the attention, or once you get the awareness, the pillar, you will move forward to the next pillar or the next part, that is consideration. Okay, so in storytelling, okay, uh, you can, start by who you are, what are your thoughts regarding your niche, a small win or any mistake you did, and you want to know more about that thing in earlier, days, and something you learn in what, it can be anything, but it should be storytelling. It should be like you are telling about your personal experiences, your personal stories, your personal learnings, your personal challenges, your personal wins, and your personal things. So I would suggest, if you don't have any um, community, if you have community but you don't have any attention from your readers or your target audience, try to start with personal stories or storytelling. If you get your, some attention and some responses from your client, then move forward to the educational, which will be linking articles and carousels, and also infographics as well. Okay, so it's the same formats you should use frequently. Text post, okay. Text post, you can, it would be a linking article. Carousel post, if you are, if you want to know the process step by step, and it will be a lengthy, and it will not cover in a single text post. So you should create a carousel post. Then list post, people love, yeah. And if you have anything in a list form, you can create a single infographic, list that part, and write the text as well. Opinion post, share what you think. People love this as well. Tutorials, frameworks, okay. If you have any tutorial, if you want to go through something, you can create a video and teach them through that thing. And engagement post, Like you can ask questions. Maybe you have tried the poll part or not. Polls are basically for asking question. You will ask a question and you will find you will add the options, and based on it you will get the result, like what people actually want. And you can ask, you can use the engagement post for initial or in the between of your content strategy. Like you can ask your audience that what kind of format do you want from my side. So after the poll result you will get to know that on what kind of content you have to work based on your audience results. So these are the formats you can use. The next thing is tone and style. So the thing is that usually people, write AI, through AI. It's good, it's smart setup, but it should be, sound like a human. And how to do that, and uh, uh, how to look like a human. You have to forget about corporate language. Don't be like a, professional. Don't have to speak professional. You should write how you speak with your friends, with your colleagues, with your loved ones, and it should be short sentences, not lengthy ones. Short paragraphs, no any big words. Just use simple English. That should be, a 5 grade person should can read the post. You have to create a content, something like it. So usually people prefer professional tone, but I suggest to make it warm and very friendly, because when you talk something like that you will get the result or action from the second side. So this is about the tone and style. And yeah, the thing is that you can use tools, because you are the beginners. And not only beginners, I still use these tools for my for my work and for my on LinkedIn and for my clients only. So it's not important to buy the paid tools. You can use these tools because these are free, and these are amazing tools, and I can suggest you to use these things. The first thing is Canva. Canva is for design purpose. Okay, if you have added carousel and any infographics in your content calendar, then you should uh, use Canva. There are free templates. You can use that, and you can customize this according to your brand colors and according to your business brand colors, and use that carousels, that visuals and infographics, and put your content into that and use that design. Secondly, ChatGPT. You can use ChatGPT for idea generator. As I told you, you can tell ChatGPT to act as expert in your niche and to find the trending topic ideas for linking content. So that will give you the list of contents, and from that you will choose what you like, and based on that content idea, and uh, add content format according to that idea, and write as a draft, and then give it to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to write how to how a LinkedIn post look like it should start with a hook, and what kind of hook you have to add that, and if you have any similar experiences, story, results, you can add that as well, and end with the CTR. The ChatGPT will create a content for you. Thirdly, Notion. Maybe you've heard about this or not. Notion is good for content, ideas. You can share. You can just store your content ideas. It will help you to find the content ideas through Google and LinkedIn. Fourthly, Grammarly, for to check your grammar. So you will write neat and clear. No any mistake in grammar. Fifth is remove background. If you want to remove any background for any images and you want to use that into your designs and your visuals, use remove BG. And CapCut for if you have any video and you want to edit, the simplest way is to use CapCut or InShot. And seventh, Google Keep Enable Notes for just if you are sitting and you instantly got an idea to create a content, you can just store your idea to these things. So these are the free tools you can use. These are very helpful, and this will make your content creation 10x easier. And yeah, using you can use tools, but it's the how to use it's very important. You have to first know how that tool works, and after that you have to use that for your real content creation. Okay. um the next thing is what not to. Okay. Yeah, well, these are the things that you have to avoid while creating content for yourself or for everyone. Writing long paragraph. Okay, if you have any content or if you have any experience in any story that is very much long, try to avoid long paragraph in a caption part. Rather than just you can write a linking article or a carousel. Okay. Secondly, over editing. You have to avoid this thing as well. uh, Thirdly, copying others created. I would suggest to copy others created in terms of what they are actually doing and what their strategy is. Not just the content they post, you will just copy that post to your profile. It's bad thing. Try to copy, but not the whole thing. Get lazy. Use their part into your industry niche, then you can copy. Uh, Fifthly, writing like a CV. Usually, people write as long and they like as a CV, like we did this and something. Hi, my name is this, and I had this experience. Don't have to post something like that. Secondly, maybe you have seen that a lot of CEOs, they just post motivational quotes every time. It's boring, okay, and they are not okay. LinkedIn is not for the motivational speakers or something like that. Okay, once a week, twice a week, or once a month, you can you know uh, create or post a motivational quote. I would suggest if you want to really motivate, try it to create a motivational storytelling post. Okay, through your experiences, through your wins and through your small wins and lose, you can motivate the beginners or the others. So post motivational stories, but not the quotes only. You can create a motivational story. Okay, trying to go viral. Don't have to think about to go to viral. Okay, you are not here to create a viral post or something like that. You are here to show, and you are here to create a community, and then long term goals are like achieving projects and collaborations. So avoid this viral thing from your mind, and writing about a clear without a clear message. Yeah, just mixing each and everything. Like if you are sharing your personal story, then don't add any experience. You can add experience, but not like if you're sharing about in your experience. Okay, don't jump on the next experience. There are different experiences in everyone's life. Okay, and everyone has their own story and experiences. So don't have to mix content and content topics and ideas. Stuck with one content and one topic and talk about that. So lastly, sounding robotic. Okay, people are everyone is like using AI, and it's clearly shows that everyone is using AI. So whenever you are using any AI tool, try to rewrite that part as a humanized, or you can just write by yourself as well. So you have to avoid that robotic theme from your content as well. Okay. Um, Next is posting strategy. Okay, so till now, how to find ideas, how to create a content calendar, uh, uh, how to write a a post. Okay, what things you have to know and what things you have to avoid. So if you till now your post is ready, so after content is ready, what would be the posting strategy? And it's very important in content strategy. Okay, if you are creating a very good content or post, and if your posting strategy is zero, you will not get the results. Okay, it's same as like if you create a content and you just post, you will not get the results. So for that, for posting system, it's very easy, and same posting schedule I use for myself, uh, and I always suggest to my friends and colleagues and my clients, like post 3 times a week. Okay, it may be it depends on your content calendar. If you want three content per week, one should be an educational, one should be a storytelling, and one should be an it can be any post like any authority or any something like that. So the educational posts might be tips. Okay, you maybe talk about any tips. You can talk about any steps and insight about your industry. In storytelling posts, you can add any lesson. And if you have any personal experience and lessons or a moment you want to tell with your audience, it should be fall in this storytelling post. And third one is authority post. Okay, it's not limited to this. You can change. You can I'm just attending to you that you have to post 3 times a week, and it should be different content formats. Like if you are creating for in one day an educational post, the next day post will be a storytelling, and the next will be an authority post. So it goes on like that for the next week and so on. So after posting, okay, uh, the engagement is very important. Okay, uh, and usually people suggest you to use scheduling posts, but with my experiences I see that when I schedule a post, it doesn't work really well. I don't know why it feels, but I usually avoid to schedule the post, and I prefer to post the content and the post at the same time. And before posting that content or post, I engage with my audience for 10 to 15 minutes. What does engage means? I like the comments. I like the comments, and I drop comments. I like the post, and I drop comments on different posts so that I will be seen in the feeds. Okay, and after 10 minutes, I will post my uh, I will I will post my content, and after posting, I do the same 10 to 15 engagement strategy, because this will let my post to be seen in their feeds. Like if I'm liking someone's post, it will be shown. My post will be shown into their connection, their first connection, their second connection, their third. So the possibility of my post to work well, it will work if I follow the engagement strategy. Okay, engagement strategy. It means I have to uh, engage daily. The daily engagement is very important. I just forgot this one. Okay, it's not limited to comment on 10 relevant posts, but the thing is that you have to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes daily on your LinkedIn. And while on posting date or day, you have to engage 10 to 15 minutes before the posting and 10 to minutes after posting. It will let your post to be seen in different feeds, and you can get different engagements and different reactions on your post. So this is very important in content strategy. It's not only about creating content, it's also about posting, and it's all about the engagement. So this is about the content. And yeah, uh, as I told it, everyone is using AI, and ChatGPT is on the top to use by creators and people to create a content for their social medias, for their LinkedIn as well. So there is a way that you can use ChatGPT to mm, ChatGPT to create a content for yourself. So these are some prompts I created for you. I don't yeah. So these are the prompts that you can use to create a content for your LinkedIn journey or your LinkedIn journey. So maybe some of you might be thinking that And about that she told us to not to sound like a robotic, and now she's suggesting us to use ChatGPT. Okay. Yes, it's obvious that if you are right, if you are using any AI tool, uh, and if if that result is good, you have to you don't have to copy that result directly to that LinkedIn post. You have to keep humanize that content, and once you feel like it's not it sounds like me, then you can post. Okay. And uh, yeah, this is the thing. And use ChatGPT, because ChatGPT is very helpful, and it's a smart way to use ChatGPT. And rather than just staring blank, or not posting anything and just thinking about what should I post and how should I write, just use ChatGPT. Okay. You can also find or brainstorm ideas from ChatGPT, or after finding those ideas, you can write draft in your voice as well. And after that, now how a LinkedIn post look alike and how to create a LinkedIn post. Then you will then you can give command to ChatGPT that this is the LinkedIn format I want, this is the thing I want to add, please add these things and give me a LinkedIn post. So this will save you and your time, and you build your confidence, hopefully. So yeah, this is about the chat GPT. And one thing more that I usually I was doing for myself, and I usually avoid this for time, because I am responsible for my profile, not for that. So the way I create for my LinkedIn is that whenever I like a post, okay, I uh, I just copy that LinkedIn post and give it to ChatGPT, and I add this prompt that analyze this post and its all attributes, like its hook, its structure, its length, sentence structure, its tone, its value, and CTA, and explain why it's working. So ChatGPT will tell me the whole thing about that post, and then I tell ChatGPT to they now use the same post attributes, the same thing, the sentence and structures, values, CTH, and everything, and write a LinkedIn post for my topic, and I will add my topic there. Or if I have any, similar experiences or similar thing, I will add that as a rough content and will tell ChatGPT to create a post, and that uh, ChatGPT will create a post for me, and I will, go through it. And if I like that post, I will do some changes on my side. And after doing that, once I feel like it's my tone and it looks like I'm talking and writing, I will post that to LinkedIn. So this is the way you can use for your LinkedIn journey as well. And it's worth it, and I see amazing results by using ChatGPT, because it saves your time. Okay, if you know how to command and how to write prompts on LinkedIn, it will definitely save your time, and it will work on content strategy. So yeah, this is from my side. If you have any question regarding anything, uh, mic is open, you can ask.
No questions at all, Asma, actually. And this is so powerful. Actually, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Carlos, hi. Do you have any questions?
Mm, maybe I have two questions. First one is about, and do you think quantity is over quality in a lot? For example, Because I'm thinking,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, something, Carlos, something happened that the mic disconnected.
okay, okay. Can you hear me now?
Mm,
Okay, I was saying that what in your opinion, quantity is over quality in LinkedIn post? Because I was thinking of doing a very detailed post about with an animation or with a canvas or something, but I don't know if it's worth. Did I make clear myself?
Oh, can you repeat?
Oh yeah, the question is regarding LinkedIn posts. Is better
Mm-hmm.
to do more posts, or is better to do a better less post but with more quality?
Okay. So basically, regarding the content on LinkedIn, when you start creating content, you will get to know that what kind of content is working, and from that you will know that this is the quality, okay, and then you will see on the quantity, okay. If you don't know about your content, like if you are posting content in, if you're not posting, then how you know that that content has quality? For that you have to get an experience, you have to what should be the word, you have to try, you have to try. Once you try, you will get to know that this post has some quality, and once you know the quality, you can minimize the quality, or sorry, quantity.
Okay,
It's
thank you.
not important to post two posts per week. If you are creating one content, a very best content, and one is enough for the week. But to know about the quality, you have to experience, you have to try, and you have to see that which content is best for you. And for that, I would suggest to try each and everything. Like you can create a content for your personal stories, for your carousel, and in education, LinkedIn, and see on which content people are reacting, and that will be your content quality post.
Okay, thank you. And the second question is, do you think it's good uh, to write about many topics? For example, I like machine learning. I also like finance and Web3. Do you think it's better to focus on a specific field, or it's a good strategy to sometimes try with another topic?
Okay, so if you want to add different industries or niches, and if they are and if you want anything from that things, like if you want to talk about AI, if you want to talk about social media marketer, if you want to talk about content, sorry, web development, all three industries from a single profile, and if you want to achieve something in these three, then yes, you can talk about these things. Now, if you don't want anything from these industries, uh, I would suggest to stuck on your goal. That what actually your goal is. Okay. If you want to see, if you want to get projects in all these things, talk about these things. If you not, just stuck with one.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Asma.
I think. Okay. So, anything else?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Okay, have a good rest of the day. Bye, Daniel. Bye, Asma.
Carlos, have a good rest of your day too. Asma, thank you so much. Javier, we'll see you. School post from learnings and see you next week. All right. You.
Okay.
Thank you. Goodbye.